Good luck, everybody. Let's do it. Blaster number 1. Hopefully you all get a little piece of this. Empty box. All right, there's a lot of base. I'll show all the base, but I'll try to go through it quickly. Egbuka for Tampa Bay, starting us off. Stafford on the notoriety. Base, base, base. We got DeAndre Swift on the Mosaic for the Bears. Kyle Hamilton for Baltimore on the Bang. And Milroe going to Seattle. We like that. And Devin Hester. Good luck to you, Lion Hunter. Hopefully we see a nice Tesla or two. That would be lovely. Iamanor for the Titans. Bobby Wagner on the Bang for Washington. Justin Jefferson. These are the oranges. They put them backwards. On the orange elevate. Going to the Vikings. And some base. I pretty much have to say it every case. I love the oranges. They used to number them. Now they only number the base cards. The inserts never numbered, but we do like them. Mullings for the Titans. We got Martinez for Seattle. Little Tet action on the elevate going to Carolina. Booker going to Dallas. Sean McVay. Calvin Johnson on the touchdown Masters. Oh, Sean McVay on the silver. There you go, Rams. It's the card you've been waiting for. Jared Goff for Lion Hunter. Judkins going to Cleveland. And Blaster 1 is in the books. Empty box. You never know when the hits are going to come. I think last break the case hit showed up on, might have been the last blaster. Took a while. We got Harmon going to Pittsburgh. A.J. Brown on the green. Matthew Golden on the elevate for Green Bay. Barry and Gibbs. Back-to-back, Line Hunter. Is that a sign of something good? You know I'd love to see an Amon-Ra micro mosaic. We got Dak on the green for the boys. Caleb on the touchdown Masters. You got the Jets. The Jets. Kenneth Grant going to the Dolphins. Matthew Golden on the Elevate Mosaic. Kid Reporter. Little Travis Hunter action. We are okay with that. Julius Peppers for Carolina on the Epic Performers. Ozzie Newsome on the orange Epic Performers going to Cleveland. Those oranges always look so good. Another Tet for Carolina. Stephon Diggs. He was awful quiet the other night. Egbuka on the notoriety for Tampa Bay. Could have used a little more Diggs. Hairston for Buffalo. Ferguson. We got Jack Beck for the Raiders. 2 down. Empty box. Any predictions on what we're going to see first? Honeycomb, perhaps? You just never know. TJ. Jaden on the Epic Performers. Kid Reporter. Tootin for the Jags. Cam Ward on the Notoriety. We approve. A little Amon-Ra on the Elevate. I don't know. We're getting closer, Lion Hunter. We're getting closer. All right, B-Wax. I like your prediction. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Prather for Buffalo. A little Scattaboo on the green. We approve. Check back on the Elevate for the Raiders. Throw Scattaboo out there. I think the Giants should be a very interesting team next year with old Harbaugh. Should be interesting. Travis Hunter, we like. Chuba for Carolina on the green. Derwin James on the bang. Going to the Chargers. Dylan Gabriel for Cleveland. Ollie Gordon for the Dolphins. Willis McGahee. There you go, Buffalo. Devontae on the Elevate. Dalton Schultz. This one should be numbered. It is. Look at that. We did get a number. This is the first one we've ever hit. 5 out of 25. Going to Houston. I think that's Savannah. That caught me off guard. We actually got a base. What are the chances? That's the first time we've gotten one of those in all the cases we've done. That's crazy. There you go, Savannah. Out of 25. It's about time. I thought we'd never see one. Empty box. Ferguson for the Rams. Marshall Falk on the Epic Performers. Kid Reporter. Get off of there, Kid Reporter. Harmon on the silver going to Pittsburgh. Loveland on the Notoriety for the Bears. Milrow for Seattle. Luther Burden on the Elevate. Derrick Henry on the Notoriety orange. We do love the look. The look. All right, we'll separate those. I'm so excited to see a numbered one. Finally. Fannin for Cleveland on the green. Jonathan Taylor Mosaic for Gibby. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. Dan Fouts on the Touchdown Masters. Dylan Gabriel again. Pat Bryant for Denver. Jamal Anderson for Atlanta. CeeDee Lamb on the Elevate. And another one goes down. Empty box. Hey, there's our first Travion. Definitely won't be our last. Altoon for the Jets on the Mosaic. Let's go, Jets. Micah on the bang for Dallas. A little Cam Ward action for the Titans. Milano for Buffalo. Sam Darnold, Super Bowl champion. We got Jimmy Horn Jr. for Carolina. Luther Burden on the green. That looks good. I like that. Trey McBride on the Epic Performers. That looks good too. Kid Reporter. Pat Bryant on the Elevate. We got Lambjack on the Touchdown Masters. Orange going to Baltimore. Torrey Horton for Seattle. Robert Brazil. McVay everywhere. Caleb Johnson again for Pittsburgh. We got Jalen Royals for Kansas City on the silver. We approve. Lambjack. Well, last case, the hits pretty much were all in the second half of the case, so maybe that's going to happen again. Most of the time, the hits come out nice and early. We got Williams for Detroit. Tony Dorsett for Denver on the green. There's a Gibbs Touchdown Masters. Amon-Ra. Sampson for Cleveland. Terrell Davis, Epic Performers for Denver. Oops. Will Shields for KC on the green. Little Sanders action on the notoriety. We approve. There's Travion number 2. We're keeping count. We'll throw Sanders out there. Jalen Royals again. Oh, here we go. Here we go, friends. Good luck, everybody. I don't know what we're getting here, but... oh, come on, get off of there. We're getting something. We're getting something. Travis Hunter on the orange notoriety. We approve. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Jaxson Dart. Micro Mosaic. Are you kidding me? Holy moly. Wow. Is that CJ today? It is. CJ, congrats. Let's go. That's fantastic. That is a beaut right there. Congrats, CJ. Are you out there, CJ? I hope CJ's in here. That is fantastic. Hey, keep hope alive, Gibbe. I have had a case where we got 2 case hits in one case, so I do keep hope alive that we will have another case like that. And we had a card out of 25, so you don't know. You just never know. Trey Harris for the Chargers on the green. Nick Benito on the bang going to Denver. And we're back to go. Oh, I see you now, CJ. Congrats, buddy. Congrats. That's like exactly what you came here for. Jordan James for the 49ers. Joe Horn for the Saints on the Mosaic. Nick Benito again on the bang. Yeah, that is fantastic. What's up, John McCall? We're off to a good start so far here. Empty box. Tootin for the Jags. Trevor Etienne for Carolina on the green. RJ Harvey for Denver. Jordan Addison for the Vikings on the Mosaic. Brock Bowers, touchdown Masters. A little Tyler Warren action. We'll take that, Gibbe. Dylan. A little Gibbs on the silver. We like silver, Line Hunter. Brock Bowers on the touchdown Masters. Kid Reporter. And some base. Oka. I think I saw Primo come through here. Tommy Mellett for the Raiders. Campbell for the Eagles. We had Jaxson Dart on the orange notoriety. We approve. It's a Giants day. Starks going to Baltimore. Jaden Reed on the green for Green Bay. Justin Jefferson notoriety for the Vikings. Malik Neighbors on the Epic Performers. Tiki Barber on the green. Giants just keep on rolling. Patrick Queen going to Pittsburgh on the bang. And another one down. What are we going to hit next? I feel like a Genesis is coming soon. Empty box. Little Scatterbo action. Jaden Higgins on the Mosaic for Houston. Kyle Williams notoriety for New England. Hey, what's up, Glenn? How you doing? There's our first Tesla on the Elevate. Peyton Manning on the orange Epic Performers going to Gibbe. Kid Reporter, little Barry action. Love it for Detroit. Get that off of there. We got Malik Neighbors, Epic Performers green. Little Travis Hunter. Not our first one. But we'll take all of them. Yikes, Glenn. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I had one last year. Good times. Josh Simmons for KC on the green. Michael Irvin on the Touchdown Masters. Yeah, it's good. Good breaking talk. Talk about our colonoscopies. Emin Worry for Seattle. Tajay for the Titans on the green. Derek Stingley, Epic Performers for the Texans. I hope everything goes as it should, Glenn. Will Campbell for New England. Jamal Charles on the silver going to KC. And Njoku for the Browns on the green. And another one down. Yeah, maybe we'll pull some of these from the back. A Genesis and a Honeycomb can only hide for so long. Empty box. Yes. At some point, they must show up. Oh, there he is. There's our Rourke. Just so you know, I'm looking to get an auto of him so I can send it to Primo. Jaden Daniels on the Touchdown Masters. Carter for the Giants. They did him dirty. Trey Harris for the Chargers. We got Saquon on the Epic Performers for the Eagles. Kid Reporter. It always wants to stick. Luther Burden for the Bears. Brock Bowers on the Notoriety. We got Brian Burns on the Orange. Bang. There we go. Trevor for Carolina. Wow, what a day for Rourke. Rourke fans everywhere, rejoice. There you go, Steve. Bo Nix on the Touchdown Masters for Denver. Does it get any better? We got the green Rourke. Devin Hester for the Bears. A.J. Brown on the Elevate for the Eagles. Jamar Chase for the Bengals on the green. Jacoby Myers Mosaic for the Raiders. Tyler Warren again. Doubling up on the Tyler Warren for Gibby. All right. Let's see, are we halfway? 2, 4, 5. We will be halfway after this blaster. We'll only be halfway. Empty box. Nolan for Arizona. Ooh, a nice little Shadur. We approve. We approve, Browns. Terrell Davis on the Epic Performers. We got Higgins for Houston. Olave on the green for the Saints. Tyler Warren on the Notoriety. Loveland for the Bears. Kurt Warner going to Arizona on the silver. Bo Nix, Touchdown Masters. Kid Reporter, another Sanders. He is everywhere. We got Trey McBride for Arizona on the Epic Performers. Little Ty Felton action for the Vikings on the Orange Elevate. That looks good. Purple and orange. I like it. It could be. I know they had a Megatron that really wasn't Megatron. Tony Pollard for the Titans. Trey Harris on the Elevate. Going to Steve. Jaxson Dart again. We'll take it. George Kittle on the Mosaic. Going to Steve. And another one down. So we are officially halfway. Halfway there. Did you guys like that commercial with Bon Jovi and the State Farm guy? I kind of liked it. Kyron Williams for the Rams. Josh Hines Allen going to the Jags on the bang. Kid Reporter. Arroyo for Seattle. Van Ginkel on the bang. Milrow for Seattle. Seattle pack. Schwezinger for the Browns. Oh, always gets me at first when I see that backwards. Abdul Carter on the Notoriety. George Kittle on the Touchdown Masters orange. Going to Steve. Ray for the Falcons. Egbuka on the Elevate. We got Gray Zabel for Seattle. Gabe Davis on the silver. Going to Carter King. A little Puka action on the Touchdown Masters. Judkins for Cleveland. What's up, Dave D? Hope you're doing good. Ollie Gordon for the Dolphins. Jerome Ford on the Mosaic for Cleveland. Another one down. Oh, these other hits are hiding well. But they can't hide forever. Empty box. Christian McCaffrey. Shadur on the Mosaic Notoriety. Martinez for Seattle. Puka on the Elevate for the Rams. Campbell for the Eagles. BTJ on the Touchdown Masters for the Jags. Terrell Owens, Epic Performers, orange. Looks good, Steve. We approve. RJ Harvey for Denver. All right, I'm going to think the Genesis is going to be Sam Darnold Genesis. That's my pick. Josh Simmons for KC. Tua on the Mosaic for Miami. Shamari for the Titans. Michael Vick for the Eagles. Hampton on the notoriety. I think that's our first Hampton. We got nice Travis Hunter on the green. We approve. Lambjack Epic Performers. What's up, Eric? Hey, Stinky. How are you doing? What's up? Yeah, we did hit a nice micro mosaic tonight. But we're not done. We're not done. We still got more stuff to find in here. Yeah, it was a good way to start things off. Heck, and Stinky, look what we got. We actually got a base orange out of 25. It's the first time we've got one. I was very excited to see that. Empty box. Yes, the base cards are numbered, but you never get base. Finally, we got a base. Maybe we'll get another one. We got Smith for the Jets. Ollie Gordon on the Mosaic for Miami. Stingley Epic Performers. Yeah, they should all be numbered if you ask me, though. We should number all of them. Pierce for Atlanta. Tootin for the Jags. DK on the Elevate going to Pittsburgh. I know, I tried to get you in here. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. Tank Bigsby for the Jags. Little Jamar Chase action on the Elevate. That looks really nice. I like these orange Elevates. Montgomery. Yeah, see, they all should be numbered, though. That should be numbered. Why just the base? Well, Josh Allen Epic Performers. Matthew Golden for Green Bay. Simmons for the Titans. Milrow on the notoriety. Hey, look at that. Look at that beast, Kenneth Walker. The pride of Michigan State. Riley Leonard for Indy. We got a little Travis Hunter action on the Elevate. Another one down. Well, I got to admit, these last hits have hid pretty well. That's right, Lion Hunter. Go green. Empty box. We got Noel for the Texans. Brian Branch for Detroit on the bang. Savion for Green Bay. Little Jordan James action on the silver for the 49ers. Dylan Gabriel, notoriety. Cam Ward, we approve. Scary Terry. Oh, Stinky, I was not proud of any part of that game. That was That was one of the worst Super Bowls I've ever watched. Garrett Wilson on the Elevate going to the Jets. Yeah, it was very hard to watch. Larry Fitzgerald on the Epic Performers Orange. We like that, Arizona. I want to see a Super Bowl that's 55-50. Please, let me see that one year. Just one year. Zabel for Seattle on the green. Travis Hunter on the Mosaic. We like that. We like that. I know. Well, and really, New England's defense was pretty good for most of that game, too. It was just a lot of defense. But it was all right because New England's punter also went to Michigan State. So Behringer did what he needed to help. Good job, Michigan State. Armstead for the Jags. Drake May, touchdown Masters. He needed a couple more. He needed a couple more. Barron for Denver. We got Najee for the Chargers. Little Tesla on the Elevate. Looks good, Lion Hunter. Looks good. I expect a big step up next year for our boy Tesla. Let's throw these over. All right, we're on the home stretch, and we still got the hits to find. We haven't seen the auto. We haven't seen the honeycomb. We haven't seen the Genesis. Empty box. He couldn't hide forever. Lion Hunter. Hampton for the Chargers. Mean Joe for Pittsburgh. Lab McConkey on the Notoriety. Jack is back for the Raiders. Trey Tucker for the Raiders. Josh Hines Allen Bang for the Jags. Watkins for the 49ers. We got Justin Jefferson on the Touchdown Masters Orange. Kid Reporter. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if we got a Genesis of Rourke? Wow, imagine the street value of such a card. Carter for the Giants. Jackson Dart Notoriety. I couldn't even imagine. Gadsden for the Chargers. Chameri for the Titans. Justin Jefferson on the green Notoriety. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. We got Tootin on the Mosaic for the Jags. Jack again on the Elevate. He is everywhere. Everywhere. All right, we got 5 blasters to go. And at least 3 hits we have not come across yet. Empty box. We got to hit something soon. We got Prather for Buffalo on the Mosaic. Fitzgerald Touchdown Masters. Scataboo. We got Jaxson for the Vikings. Bijan on the Epic Performers for the Falcons. Jadon Blue for the Cowboys. Arroyo on the green for Seattle. Patrick Queen going to Pittsburgh. Walker for the Falcons. Caleb on the notoriety. We got Chris Jones on the orange bang going to KC. Tucker Kraft for Green Bay. Greg Rousseau for Buffalo. Jaxson Dart again. Why not? Why not? Oh, Lion Hunter, that game was so good. It's the best game I've watched all year. JT for Indy. Kelsey on the green for KC. Well, looky there. How do you make this better? You get a Jordan Travis autograph for the Jets on the free. There you go. Wow, Jordan Travis. Always showing up where I want to see him. You know, Jordan Travis. Why? Why? Sorry. Congrats, Jets. You're a winner. The Jets. All right. Well, hopefully the Honeycomb and Genesis will treat us better than the auto. But there you go, Jets. First time magic for the Jets. Walking away with a highly sought after Jordan Travis auto. Ty Felton for the Vikings. CJ on the Touchdown Masters. We got a Tet for Carolina. Jamar Chase, Epic Performers. We got CJ on the orange notoriety. Can't go wrong with the orange. Just can't go wrong. What do you guys take on old CJ? Is he going to get better next year, or is he going to get worse? I like to think he's going to grow. He's going to grow. Bryce Young grew this past year. I expect growth from CJ. Eric Allen for the Eagles on the green. Lab McConkey green notoriety. AR, the rise of AR. Everyone will scramble to get his autos again. I like it. I'm down with it. Ricky White for Seattle. Prather for Buffalo. Ashton. Where have you been all my life, Ashton? On the notoriety for the Raiders. Always sticking to something. There we go. Brett Favre. Always trying to tag along. We got Evans for Carolina. Dan Fouts on the silver. There you go, Steve. A silver Dan Fouts. Your collection is complete. Jared Verse for the Rams on the bang. Sanders again for Cleveland. Devontae on the green. Zach Ertz on the Mosaic. Get well soon, friend. Kid Reporter. Loveland chilling behind that. And then there were 3 blasters, and we still have 2 hits to get. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Empty box. Yeah, that micro mosaic is a beaut. All right. We got Lambert Smith for the Chargers. Christian Watson. Puka on the Epic Performers. favorite kid reporter. There's something hiding behind him. Trey McBride on the green for Arizona. Drake May notoriety. Abdul Carter for the Giants. Jalen Lane for Washington. We got Bobby Wagner on the bang. Cooper DeJean on the orange bang. Going to the Eagles. We approve. Not too shabby, John. Not too shabby. I think that'll go up next year. Mumfield for the Rams. Gabe Davis on the green. Zabel on the Mosaic for Seattle. Bigsby and a Berry. This isn't the time for that, John. It's when I'm filling a break. That's when we do the voice. CeeDee Lamb on the Elevate for the Cowboys. Yeah, this isn't the time for that. Yep, try back Friday, John. Friday night. Will Howard for the Steelers. Little Gibbs action on the Touchdown Masters. And we are down to 2. So we should have a honeycomb in one and a Genesis in the other. Let's go, Sombrero Cat. Make them good. Make them good. Good luck, everybody. Empty box. We got Neal for the Saints. Shakir for Buffalo. Brock Bowers on the Epic Performers. Hey, Tyler. That's our first Tyler. All right, we'll take it. We will take it. We were due for one. Hopefully there's more than one chilling in here. Little Tesla action for Lion Hunter. Will Anderson for the Texans. Matthew Golden notoriety. I thought that was our honeycomb, but it's not. Trey Hendrickson on the bang going to the Bengals. Jordan Love on the orange Touchdown Masters going to Green Bay. We got Fannin for the Browns. Josh Downs on the silver, going to Gibbe. Little Higgins action for the Texans. Tyler Nubin on the Mosaic. Jonathan Taylor Touchdown Masters. Kid Reporter. So we should have something right here. Cam Miller. Oh, are they? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. They did. I wonder if they gave us that out of 25 in place of something. Jordan Love on the green. Irvin on the Touchdown Masters. Now I am wondering. Could they have given us that out of 25 in place of one of them? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. I don't like it. Empty box. Let's see how this ends. We got Taj Brooks for the Bengals. Kurt Warner Touchdown Masters. Membu for the Jets. Amon-Ra Epic Performers. We got CeeDee Lamb on the orange notoriety, going to the Cowboys. Tez for Tampa Bay. Schresinger on the green. Kyle Williams on the green notoriety. Kid Reporter. Yeah, you never know, Gibbe. It could be. Now, I do see a honeycomb. We got honeycomb coming in. We got Tracy on the green. Good luck, guys. Ashton for the Raiders. And honeycomb. Jonathan Taylor, Gibbe. I'll take that, Gibbe. Congrats. All you had to do was complain a little, my friend. Very nice. Very nice. But are they really shorting us a Genesis? I don't expect to see a Genesis in these last couple packs. Jared Verse on the green. Jalen Hurts notoriety. And last pack. Ashton for the Raiders. Gradishar on the Mosaic. Higgins on the Elevate. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to add in an extra bonus for you guys because I'm assuming they gave us that out of 25 in place of a Genesis, but I don't like it. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get here, but this is a 2024 Mosaic Blaster, and I'm throwing this in. Good luck. I don't know what we can expect out of this, but we'll try. I'm willing to try for you guys. Because I don't like when Panini does stuff like that. Maybe we'll get lucky. All right, good luck, guys. You know I always try to help you guys. Well, that was a lousy pack. Mike Evans on the Elevate. It's got to get better than that. We got Puka on the National Pride. Hey, little JJ. See, you weren't expecting a JJ McCarthy rookie, but you're getting one. We got George Kittle on the Epic Performers and Alex Highsmith for Pittsburgh. All right with that. I do what I can, guys. Tom Flores, Hall of Fame. Blake Corum for the Rams. Take that. Hunter Henry on the Mosaic. Zay Flowers notoriety for Baltimore. Scary Terry on the green. Come on, Mosaic. Give us something. We got BTJ on the debut. We're all right with that, Carter King. Graham Barton for Tampa Bay and Austin Eckler on the Touchdown Masters. All right, I'll do a quick recap after this pack, guys. And then once I sort it, you guys know I always try to help you out. Brock Purdy on the National Pride. Jalen Wright for the Dolphins. And Jamari Thrash going to Cleveland. Yeah, only thing I can think of is they gave us that out of 25, which we've never gotten one before, in place of a Genesis. Maybe that was a fair trade. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But once I sort this out, I got you guys. We had CJ on the orange, Jordan Travis with the Mega Auto for the Jets on the free. Travis Hunter on the Mosaic. Jamar Chase, orange Elevate. Travis Hunter on the green. Sanders on the green. Peyton, orange. Jaxson Dart, orange notoriety. Gibbs on the silver. Travis Hunter on the orange. Sanders, notoriety. Derrick Henry on the orange. Scadaboo on the green. Amon-Ra, looks good. Justin Jefferson. Jonathan Taylor on the honeycomb. Dalton Schultz, that's 5 out of 25. Yeah, they must have gave us this in place of it. And the one and only, Jaxson Dart, Micro Mosaic. That's pretty good.